What is up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Cassandra. I am a certified personal trainer and a nutritionist. And today I will be taking you through a killer glute focused training workout. In this workout, we will be focusing on using a different variety of exercises. It's important to keep in mind that when you're trying to build your glutes and you're trying to develop a well-rounded physique on your lower body, you really want to make sure that you're targeting your glutes from every plane of motion. Not just targeting your glutes vertically with squat exercises or exercises that are horizontally loaded like hip thrusts. You want to make sure that you're causing different stresses to your muscle groups so that way you can really maximize your results and see really great improvement. In every single one of my lower body sessions, I always make sure that I am doing a squat variation, a RDL variation, or a hip thrust variation. And then I also incorporate isolation movements such as cable kickbacks. If I want to do isolated RDLs, I do those, or isolated single leg hip thrusts. Along with training, in order to see really great results, nutrition is going to be very, very important. When you are trying to build muscle, it's very important to consume at least 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body mass. And then I always like to focus on consuming 20 to 30% of my intake from fat sources, and then I always fill in the rest with carbohydrates. Everybody is different depending on if you're in a cutting phase or if you're in a bulking phase. That will give you a good roadmap of where to start your calories and then make adjustments from there if you're wanting to be in a deficit or if you're wanting to be in a surplus. If you're somebody who is trying to build your glutes and put on a good amount of muscle, I would be in a surplus so that way you're able to hold on to the muscle that you're building, and also avoid doing high intensity cardio. If I'm going to do any cardio, I always stick to steady state. Everybody's different. Your training split might be a little bit different for your body and your specific goals. That has been what has worked best for me, especially when I was following my 12-week glute building program. One of the best things that I've done along my health and fitness journey is going through a full bulk. The 12-week glute building program called the Elite Program that's available on my website is a program that I have personally followed, and it's a program where I was able to accomplish my goals as far as building my glutes. After that program, I jumped right into the 8-week shred program. As we were moving towards summer, I wanted to lean up a little bit, but also preserve any lean body mass. It's very important to make sure that you're consuming enough protein. As we were moving into summer, I really wanted to shed body fat, but also preserve my lean body mass. So my technique for doing that was to continue working really hard in the gym, really focusing on progressive overload, so that way I'm continuously seeing improvements and consuming enough protein, and also incorporating cardio into my routine. Like I said in the beginning, you don't want to do high intensity cardio, especially if you are trying to preserve that muscle. But if your main goal is weight loss, then yes, you could focus on doing more high intensity cardio sessions. But for now, if your main goal is to build muscle and preserve it, I would stick to steady state, like walking on the treadmill at an incline. If you are somebody who is wanting to lose body fat and tone, and you feel like you're at a place where you have built a good amount of muscle and you're ready to sculpt your body and shape your body and also add on extra muscle at the same time, then the 8-week shred program is a really great program, especially if you are wanting to achieve fat loss. And if you're wanting to grow your glutes, there are 3 glute focused training workouts in that program. So you will be able to achieve fat loss and see great improvements in your glutes. Without further ado, let's dive into the workout. I will be doing a voiceover so that way I can walk you through each exercise step by step. If you need to pause the video, if you're watching this and you're going through your workout, go ahead and pause it. If you do enjoy this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up so that way you can save it for your next workout. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. Jumping right into the first exercise, we are going to be doing a barbell good morning. You want to stand with your feet shoulder width apart with your knees slightly bent. I really like to point my toes outwards in order to help stimulate the glutes more. You can then place the barbell right over your traps on your upper back. And then as you're moving down into the good morning, you really want to sink your hips back while keeping your spine neutral and tightening your core. This next exercise is a Smith machine squat with a pulse, which is essentially 1 1/4 rep. The key here is to go all the way down, come up 1/4 of the way, then go back down, and then rise up to the starting position. In this next workout, we're going to be doing Romanian deadlifts. You're going to see that I am wearing a piece of equipment around my wrist. These are called lifting grips. I always recommend these, especially if you are looking to improve your leg training days. They really help you grab onto the weight so that way you're not focusing on your grip. And that way you're just solely focusing on your mind to muscle connection. During this exercise, you really want to keep the weight close to your body so that way it's not causing any back pain. You really want to brace your core, make sure that your spine is neutral, and slightly bend at the knees while driving your hips back. Last but not least, I will be ending off this workout with a glute burnout. This exercise is called a barbell banded hip thrust. The optimal bench height is 12 to 16 inches. I also am using a padding over the bar so that way it protects my hips. You'll want to make sure that your bench or the box is secure. I always like to stack a couple of plates behind the box to make sure that it doesn't move during this exercise. You'll want to keep your head facing forward during the lift and also make sure that your knees are tracking over your toes. If you feel like you're not feeling this exercise as much in your glutes and you feel it more in your quads, that means that your feet placement is too close to your body. So you'll want to move your feet a little bit further away from your body. Or if you feel like you are feeling it too much in your hamstrings, you should position your feet closer to your body so that way this exercise is more glute dominant. That is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it and if you want to save it for your future workout, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you do want to stick around for more future content and more future workout videos, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and I will see you on the next one.